How. She may have played the Queen and won an Oscar, but has Dame Helen Mirren now peaked after getting her very own Barbie for International Women's Day? The 78-year-old actor who narrated the Barbie film said it's a very special thing she could add to her list of achievements.
To have been chosen by Barbie as a role model is a huge compliment. It is one I never dreamt of having. I might have in my teens dreamt of having an Oscar, never thinking that I would ever get one. I would never have dreamt of having a Barbie. It's not something that would have sort of entered my imagination, which makes it, of course, all the more special.
She isn't the only celebrity to get dollified. Kylie Minogue was also given her Barbie likeness for International Women's Day too, along with Canadian singer Shania Twain and American Hollywood star Viola Davis. But should being made into a thin plastic Barbie really be considered a feminist triumph? Look, the only reason why people find this a little bit controversial is because we've politicized Barbie. Anyone who knows me knows I'm the biggest Barbie fan on the planet.
Grow up, Esther.
Go away. You're an enemy of progress. However, it's still a doll. I don't understand this obsession with Barbie being turned into a feminist icon or anything like that. It's a doll for little girls to play with. I don't really understand why we need to foist political views or kind of political opinion on a thing, right? We don't have to make it bigger than it is. You know, I was around when Barbie made a Barbie of Mariah Carey, and I was like, oh my gosh, I get to have my own Mariah Carey doll. And now you have people thinking, oh, but she's skinny and she's a skinny doll. It doesn't really represent her. Barbie has now become so diverse. There's a pock-marked Barbie, so the Barbie with chicken pox. There's a Barbie in a wheelchair. There's a Barbie with braces. There's a Barbie that is quite literally fat, like obese. And this obsession with turning this once innocent doll into something that we can all identify with. So she has to be in a wheelchair and all of this. I just think, just leave it be. You don't always have to send a political message to 8-year-old girls.
But Esther, why is it? We used to worship, when it came to culture, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Andre Gide, whoever. And here we are. Like a doll has become, oh, I'm having a Barbie made out of. Oh, get in the bin, you weirdo. It's a bloody doll. Well, it's now made into a film that, believe it or not, and I can hardly believe I'm saying this, a film that might win some Oscars, for God's sake.
God forbid.
Previously the domain of Ben-Hur and Gandhi. Now, Barbie. Really?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm so done with Barbie. I want to melt them all.
Okay, let's not be ridiculous.
Go on,
a Blue
Daisy.
Pizza should raise money. You know, when they do their big thing, they have their, at Christmas, their totalizer. How many pounds worth of Barbie have we melted?
I'm going to plagiarise something that Salma Shah said on last night's show when we happened to be talking about Barbie, which I hadn't thought about before. In that she said when Barbie was invented in the 50s or whatever it was incredibly feminist because this was the first doll for girls that wasn't a baby, that wasn't all about, a girl being a pretend mummy. It was an adult with a job. It was a female adult with a job, which was incredibly progressive at the time. And actually, I hadn't thought about that before. It makes perfect sense that actually Barbie was very forward-thinking for her day. And also, Esther, your point about why do we have to have, diverse Barbies? Why does there have to be, a bigger Barbie or a Barbie in a wheelchair? I think for a child who's in a wheelchair, to see a Barbie in a wheelchair is a really lovely thing.
Well, the thing is, why don't they come up with a new Bratz? Here's the thing, Bratz, for instance, they tried to commercialize the Bratz doll in the same way that they tried to commercialize the Barbie doll, but they never, changed it up or gave us a pock-marked Barbie. It was just Bratz dolls, and they just turned it into a film, and they had merchandise and all of that, and it still did really well. So I don't see.
But if nobody buys the pop-marked Barbie, then it's a bad idea.
The wheelchair children they're trying to capture. Children in wheelchairs can still play with Bratz dolls. It doesn't really affect them. They understand that it's a thing, it's a toy.
We've advanced the feminist cause via the conduit of a plastic doll. Sorry, I'm going to sound like a stuck record. What about Action Man as well? I'm sure.
Yeah, put Action Man in a skirt.
Yeah, action. Is that thing still going? The Action Man, you used to get a talking one when you pulled a little cord. You had a thing with moving eyes on the back. I mean, didn't we all aspire to?
Do you remember He-Man?
He-Man's back.
Stretch Armstrong. Why don't I have celebrity Stretch Armstrong so you can stretch your favourite celeb?